Yeah! Yeah!
You've waited all week for your dose of ... stupid.
Quiet down, dummies. I'm talking.
It's hashtag WrestlePals.
Shut up, dummies.
Oh my god. Oh look. Okay. I knew it would be good. I did not know it would be that good. Justin, thank you. Oh, look, I have an interview. I'm sorry. I got scared with, that dude back there. Don't wave. Don't wave. He gets mad. He gets mad and very tense in his very tight jackets. Oh my god, it's glorious. What a fantastic office setting. Like he literally could have done it here and it would have been okay. Sorry. Hey everybody, it's hashtag WrestlePals. I'm hashtag WrestlePal Nate. That's my name and stuff. Not a big. And welcome to the show. I'm good at intros. Got your can ready? You ready? You ready for this? Hey everybody. You've met me. Sorry. Look over there. It's hashtag WrestlePal Justin. And he is a real man of Zions. A real man of Zions. That was a good one this week. As opposed to,
Every other week?
Well, I mean,
When it's
comparatively.
garbage?
It's good comparatively.
Every other week it's garbage, Nathan says.
Those weren't my exact words.
No.
Just my insinuation.
Uh-huh.
It's not
Because
bad.
of the implication.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, I want to drink out of a clear coffee cup first.
Hey, look, me too.
Mm-hmm. It's fantastic. Look, my cup is exactly Batista's weird vest thingy colored. It's great.
Pouring it on my face.
This is the dumbest thing we've ever done. And you know what?
Is it?
You're right. It's not even close. Hey.
Jenny says, "Give me what I want," which I think means you. I think that means you.
I have to give her what you want. I have to do the thing? No. I don't want to slobber on everything. If I'm going to say it right, I got to slobber.
I don't think
Can't
you're
say without
understanding
slobbering.
me.
What?
Never mind.
I have to give her what she wants?
Yeah.
What does she want?
Hashtag Nate Appreciation Day. Hello, Ellie. Hello, Kane.
Go.
I don't think that's what she wanted.
Go.
You don't want that one. You want to one of that? Hoo, honey.
Okay.
Yeah.
You seem to have a little bit of pep in your step.
Very
like
sing-songy.
like you're feeling good. Give me what I want. Whoa. What? God damn it. She left again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Justin. Okay. I think we could just take a moment to appreciate
Mr. Mrs. Dad. Wait.
Mr. the Mrs. Son's dad. Wait, hold on.
Mrs.
Hold
Dad's
on.
son's father.
It almost made sense. Mr. the Mrs. Son's dad. George. That's what you want, right? You want
George Mazanin.
George Mazanin. Can I tell you, we knew this was leading into the Shane and the Miz.
Mm-hmm.
Miz gave a promo, and look at him doing all that acting stuff.
And being a baby face.
Weird, right?
Good guy.
He kind of fished. He threw out the hook a little bit, and he got a "You deserve it." And he was like, "Yes, I do." It's like, all right, calm down, bad dude. What's
Bad
up?
dudes.
But glad to see this wasn't the end of George Mazanin. You put your hands on my dad, and you moved his face and made him have an expression. How dare
snap.
you?
Hold on. Ellie's asking a really important question here.
Huh?
The deluxe edition for $33? Yeah. I don't have the deluxe edition, and I'm pretty sure it was still like $60 of 2K19.
The hardest game that's ever been played.
Stop it.
Like I understand.
Daddy Miz.
I understand like Parcheesi and Bridge better than I do Wrestle Game. It's terrible. That being said, we fired up Grand Theft Auto 5 for some strange reason. and I didn't remember how to do anything. God, I've never felt older. That wrestle game's hard. I don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if I didn't just quit like an old man. I don't want to learn. How dare you teach me?
Don't you ever try to teach me to learn.
Look, I'm never going to get the reference right, so I'm always going to need you as backup on that one. I'm sorry. Wrestle game is hard. Wrestle games is hard. I'm so glad that we have more of Mrs. Dad this week. The man that, I don't know what Miz said about him. Did he call him George Mizanin?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He called his dad George Mizanin.
Playing is hard.
And then actually did like a heartfelt like Instagram post at the end of the song. And that one ends too? George, why you leave me? That's not nearly enough time for him to get to the ring. Good Lord. He's going to need at least like 8-9 minutes. We're going to need an epic.
Because he's going to keep going.
That's hard to get.
Do you know how many times I've watched that video since last week? It's kind of great.
The fact that I've seen you subtly using it literally everywhere you do things, I don't know if it makes me happy or it upsets me a great deal.
Did you hear my cover of it?
I've heard of it. You think I would willingly subject myself to Mr. the Mrs. Dad's theme?
You know what? How dare you?
What? What are you doing?
Now I have to dig it up because I didn't record it on.
Dear.
Oh my God, there's no way I'm going to find it.
Good. Probably. Do you legit cover that god-awful garbage?
Sort of.
Okay. Is that just it?
No.
Okay, good.
Oh God, how far back? When was this?
Look at these chatty bastards. It's crazy.
You can count the times it's green, which means it's me. Where is it?
Oh, poor Justin. Go ahead and count the times it's me.
Yeah.
I'm not very participatory. I'm taking a bit of a hiatus from the medias of sociality.
Clearly.
That's the excuse I'm using.
Uh-huh.
Is that you? There you are.
There's a couple times me.
Mm.
Let's see, so that would have been Sunday. Shit, this would have been like freaking Thursday or Friday.
Oh, Christ, it's cat
There's
pictures.
No way I'm getting to it. Okay.
You're not. It's okay.
You know,
Do you want me to grab the ukulele right quick? You think you can do?
I'll have to do the way I hate.
Don't do this. You don't need to do this to yourself.
Sorry, I have to.
You got a plug if needs be.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Look at us.
Yeah.
You tell it was a weird week on wrestling? I don't want to say it was like dead, but it was like wah!
Yeah, I probably should have left that muted.
I don't want to say that it was dead. You know, my favorite part is the shuffle noise at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you know that it's authentic. I hope that isn't you making that sound over there, and you really recorded you going yourself going neener neener. You know what? I got a feeling Oscar the A&R man's really gonna love them.
Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
He loves garbage.
How dare you?
What? Oh,
Remix.
that's
You
the
had to
worst.
listen to that.
Yeah,
it's the
I know.
worst. How
Well,
dare you?
Played in what?
The
No,
worst.
look. No, I'm not saying the performance. I'm not saying the execution.
Mm-hmm.
I just mean conceptually and spiritually. It hurt my feelings, but in a very authoritarian and very violent way.
All right,
Not like it wasn't subtle. Like, hey, I'm going to attack your emotions and make you feel bad about yourself. It was a no. This is an all-out assault on your feelings.
I'm curious here because King Kenny asks, "Am I thinking that WWE milking it too much? The underdog story with Kofi and Becky." I'm. This is gonna sound harsh. What does it take to make you happy, man? Because seriously, I'm in love with this Kofi storyline. I'm absolutely in love with it.
You know what? I'll say that as far as the Becky things goes, I think it hit a little earlier than they would have liked. There's almost like a sweet spot. You ever swing a bat, hit a ball, you hit that thing just right,
Yeah.
and you never even feel it. All of a sudden, you just feel like, that little that little cling if it's the aluminum bat, or that you don't even feel a thing if it's a wooden bat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you hear that satisfying noise, all of a sudden that ball's flying. You hit it in the sweet spot.
Yeah.
I feel like the Becky one didn't quite hit the sweet spot. It just kind of hit when it hit, organically, naturally.
Right.
You can't control when organic things happen.
Yeah.
You try your best, you build around. And I feel like the WWE has done better lately than they've ever done before, as far as like, this is
Trying
organic.
to capitalize on.
We're gonna try to capitalize on it. We're gonna move on it. We're not gonna program directly against it.
Yeah.
And I feel like WrestleMania 30 was like a big thing for them to steer into it.
Mm-hmm.
They had their plans. They went with their plans, and they modified their plans. They didn't change their plans. They modified what plans they had in order to kind of accommodate it, and it worked very well. It's like I have a demon in me. I'm great. The
Is
demon.
his name Finn?
No, it's the demon belly. It's just someone had coffee late. What's up? I feel like that was the first time they decided to kind of steer with the skid a little bit, and they were rewarded greatly for it. It was a damn good show.
Yeah.
But I feel they're more willing to listen to that now. We had that promo back in December or whatever, when they had the McMahons in the ring, like, we're listening to you.
Yeah.
How'd that work out? Story-wise. It hasn't really worked out. Like, they're being jerks again.
Yeah.
I think they really kind of meant it.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, if you're paying attention, we're going to listen to you, but we're going to tell stories too. We're going to make you want things and give you what you want eventually.
Well, one of the things that has bothered me, and I'm sorry, we're going into the one thing I hate about wrestling podcasts is...
What's that?
Let's talk about the build all the way up to Mania, but like it's coming up in conversation. So, and plus it was, I don't want to say it was a light week, but I don't want to talk. I hate talking recap.
It's a calm before a storm, man.
Right. But I see a lot of complaints of, there's no story building going into Mania. I was like, what are you talking about? First of all, if you're tired of the Becky Ronda storyline, okay, I guess I can understand that, but Charlotte and Becky has been being told since before SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And then Ronda gets involved around Survivor Series. What are you talking about, no building? That's why it's close to the main event, because they've been telling it for 6 months. Shane and Miz has been being told since the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Just because the match itself hasn't been set.
The Crown
Best in the
Jewel.
world.
Crown Jewel. It wasn't Greatest Royal Rumble. It was Crown Jewel.
In
in November.
I don't remember either of those.
Yeah.
It's the way
But
it
anyways,
should be.
so that was November.
Right.
They've been telling that story since November. What do you mean no stories? Technically speaking, they've been telling Batista and Triple H since October.
Oh, dude, when was that time when they had the like Evolution reunion thing?
Yeah, that was like
where Batista made it just a little bit awkward.
that was like October.
That was the beginning of it.
Right.
That was the beginning of the modern era of the story. But they're acknowledging their history at the very least. That one's after this week, that's become like a weird sleeper hit for me. I think it's going to be some fun, weird stuff. I also have no idea how this card's going to be booked. Not booked. I don't know that either. I don't know much.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to be arranged. I don't know.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. The orders, or what hits pre-show, what hits main show, what opens. I can't even tell you what finishes at this point.
They started telling Orton and Styles whenever Orton started targeting Jeff and then Ray. I was like, he's going to go after Styles at Mania.
You think?
Yeah.
That was the build for him, huh?
Yeah.
Are you letting Styles just be a good dude? He hasn't really been involved in anything too much? Okay. Well, you know what? Okay, they commented there's no story for Asuka for Mania. Kind of. I can get that, but they're not going to leave it story. That being said, I feel like it is a really short build to Mania. That last pay-per-view and the one before it felt back-to-back really quick. And I love that 6 to 7 week stretch before Mania to allow for the natural build. But they're doing a hell of a job with the time they have. They're maximizing the time they've got.
You know what story? Okay.
I feel like the women's tag is building to like a 4-way come Mania.
Yeah.
And you know what? I feel like they're doing the build for it. But everything can't be long-form storyline. Some of it's going to have to be
well, obviously, it can't
shorter
be
form.
long form because people don't like it.
And then some of it is going to have to be not necessarily resolved at Mania, but leaving somewhere to go. If every storyline could, if every storyline completely ended at WrestleMania, the weeks after would leave a little something to be desired. And sometimes it's like that, but there's always a few storylines that come out that have some direction leading out of it.
That's why
it's
I like,
where it all begins again, is how they used to bill it, right?
That's
something
why,
along those lines.
That's why I liked Nakamura and Styles last year, because they were telling one story going into WrestleMania, telling another one coming out of it.
Right.
I liked that.
And it turned, and it had more story to go from that.
Yeah.
And you may look at it as a rehash come, what is it, Backlash, Payback, whatever the hell the one afterwards is.
Yeah.
But
I think technically last year both were. Payback is initially after, and then Backlash is also just after.
But they're going to leave somewhere to go, and I think they're a little spooked to do a whole lot of women's wrestling, and I feel like the Asuka's a safe bet, because what they do is they give her a nice long time to be holding on to a title without too many defenses necessary, but she still has credibility without having to have too many defenses, without tearing down the division. It's just kind of there. It's like, hey, once we get through the Becky stuff, we can tell some SmackDown storyline. Hey, it's going to be okay.
Well, again,
I got a feeling that's going to be one of the, not necessarily leads, but it's going to be a bigger women's wrestling story than Becky, Charlotte, or Ronda after Mania.
Well, they also, it's their own fault, obviously. They tied up two of the biggest SmackDown stars with Raw, with Ronda. So they had to take those two big stars out. Who's left for Asuka? And they could have put Naomi there. They could have put Carmella, somebody who's already established. But I'm happier that they took that time to build up Mandy instead.
I got to tell you, I don't ever want to see anybody hurt. I don't like it when people leave necessarily. No, that's not true. I love it when people sign, and I love it when people leave, because it always means something good and something exciting, something new. Man, with Becky and Charlotte being pulled out of the SmackDown story for right now, that leaves some crazy opportunity.
You see how fast
Sonya's getting some time on the .coms, on the backstages, because she's around with Mandy, and they're teasing some storylines between the two of them.
Yeah.
Or teasing a little bit of discontent between them, which is fantastic too, because that doesn't necessarily need to be on top of the title. It gave Asuka something to do, and it gave Mandy somewhere to go afterwards, and it gives Sonya something as well. Or them trying to remain friends or still be on the same page and it not working, or working fantastically. Either way, doesn't matter. There's a story to be told, because the time, especially specifically on SmackDown, with the 2 hours not being monopolized by the very top of the women's divisions. Give me more time for mid-carders. Let mid-carders rise up. Because every once in a while it becomes amazing, and it becomes organic. It becomes organic. You remember, I was thinking about this the other day, because with Rowan back, and it's like, oh man!
Did you see he had the Bludgeon Brothers theme this week?
Yeah, that's why it's been stuck in my head all week. Did
you see? Did you see
yes.
Luke?
Yes, the Harper.
So I guess I get the masks.
I guess I don't know. You know what that means?
It's like swamp gas, man. It's
But
a better theme anyway.
It's just a simple blues. It's fantastic. All right. Easy.
I wish people could stop complaining. Period. It'll never happen with wrestling fans.
Nah, man. I enjoy it. By all means.
I don't know. It depends on what it is.
I like it because if it stirs conversation, and I have an opportunity to kind of rebut, or not necessarily even rebut, because I don't necessarily always disagree with any sort of complaining. I'm not going to be an apologist for everything in wrestling, but at the same time, I'd like to give that alternate point of view, and I'd rather have a discussion rather than a bitch fest.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what?
So yeah, bring your bitching on. I love it.
You know what story they've been kind of telling perfectly?
The weirdly organic things people get an opportunity before. That's how I was getting to Harper. It's when Harper was the Intercontinental Champion for that brief minute.
Yeah.
Hot damn, that was awesome. I loved it. I was so excited for a guy that's put in the work, put in the time, put in effort, and is an amazing a worker in himself, getting to be at the top of the division, have a little feud here and there, and be good. And then it went away, but you gotta have, sometimes the big stars got to go away for smaller stars to have an opportunity to become bigger stars. And it stems back to the Roman Reigns talking about, hey, you know what would be cool? Kind of an off season, in and out, cycling, people moving around a little bit. And then we've been telling that story for ages about the idea of having territories where people can go to and fro and move in and out and tell different stories with different peoples in different settings, and then come back. to a huge reaction. It's nothing better than when someone's gone for. You think when Ciampa comes back? Yeah, I almost said God willing, but I don't know if God wants anything to do with that dude. He's not going to get like an amazing reaction, and then immediately break everyone's heart right away by being an awful person.
David
It's gonna be
asks
great.
us if we have a sponsor. No, we do not. I am trying to get Zions. I'm trying really hard to get Zions.
Yeah, but they got to stay in business if we're going to have him be a sponsor. Why'd you pick the West Coast company if we're on
I
the
didn't
East
mean
Coast?
it on purpose. It was just cheap at Food Line. I was like, oh, this is one.
It's a good tagline. I like that. Hey, cheap at Food Line.
Well, I say that, but it's the same price as Monster, and I didn't
I
want to
know.
give my money.
Yeah, but
to
sometimes it's
Monster.
not, sometimes because they
It's
told,
2
they
for
told
3.
you beat it, kid. 2 for 3 on sale.
It's 2 for $3 this week. So,
All of them?
well, unfortunately, Frostberry isn't at my store anymore.
Whoa.
I only have the 2, mango and cherry lime.
Can't go wrong with that. See, how are we not sponsored?
We did, David. We do not have a sponsor. So you know what story they've been telling pretty well,
Yes, sir.
and I say this halfway because they did exactly what I was hoping they would do. Rollins and Lesnar.
Yeah.
I was worried they were going to Roman that and just like every week something. No, man. I'm actually kind of psyched for that match.
It's had the most sparse build,
Yeah.
but then, Heyman will come out, and Brock Lesnar feels weirdly
Message to
special.
Paige there, David.
And
I know this. I know. Nothing. Yeah. Of course it's not good for me.
there's nothing we don't do that's in excess. And as a result, it's bad for you.
You see? We can't all be as cute as Liv.
That was the mic noise I wanted, and I got it. That made me happy.
I'm pretty
Wrong.
excited about Lesnar Rollins. Am I? Let's close the show with that excited? No, but if they've given me just the perfect amount to make me go, I can't wait for that match.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited for that.
Well, I mean, it's one thing that has me worried a little bit. There's so much that I'm kind of excited for that
The cameraman.
I'm
Did you
worried.
see that tweet that Ellie sent you?
Yes. Yes, I did. I see everything. Good Lord. I know Seth Rollins is right there. You don't need to do CrossFit in front of him. Good Christ.
Let me ask you this, Zachary. Do you
Yeah.
want to see Kofi Kingston win the championship? Because if so, that's your answer.
You want to watch next week, don't you?
I want to see how they get him there.
They're going to get him there.
They have to, right? At this point, they've invested entirely too much TV this close to television.
Now-
or to WrestleMania.
Now, at the end of SmackDown, were you sad? Were you like, man, this is bullshit. This is garbage. Man, I hate this.
I got last night, like for real.
Did too. Felt good. Felt bad. But I
I
like
didn't look at the time when Kofi won the match. And then I looked down at the time. I'm like, no, there's like 7 minutes left.
how good is it to hear Vince McMahon's music and know bad things are about to happen?
No, I was just wondering who's it going to be? But I mean, you don't do that, right? You can't do any of this. You don't involve Vince in that storyline if you're not going to pay it off. Maybe it doesn't pay off at Mania, but he's going to get the match at Mania.
I hope it pays off. Oh, man. Can I just have a feel-good thing? Oh. Sorry. Again.
Chat's going nuts today. I'm into it.
What's up? It's an
No,
exciting...
but seriously, David, if you have a lead on some sort of Ric Flair's back in the hospital, I saw something about that. If you have some sort of lead on some sort of sponsorship, message us, man. I'd love that.
Various inflatable devices.
That's what I was thinking, Ellie, because
Yeah.
you see how the rest of New Day are like, we're gonna quit. And Kofi was like, we can't do that.
That's not the way you win.
Yeah.
That's not the way you do this. As Kofi, like he's kicking out of real life, man.
Yeah.
What's up? If you haven't had a chance to see it, watch.
In all
I
caps.
saw that. I see everything. If you haven't had a chance to watch, and this is something that wrestlers have learned very specifically the indie guys. You have to master and use social media to your advantage, and use those formats to push yourself, if nothing else. And Big E and Kofi have done a fantastic job. First of all, if you haven't seen there's a .com thing after SmackDown. Kofi was head. Why would they put money into that and time and cameras and editing? It's weird. Big E with
I love those
his
guys.
voice cracking.
Yeah.
Xavier just exasperated, and they're both upset. And Kofi having to be the like kind of voice of reason, but
We're in
also
Virginia.
defeated at the same time. And it's just fantastic. Sorry,
Is that you?
Yeah, probably. Cat tweets. What's up? Give me that again.
Was that you? Was that your phone?
No, that was.
It was your phone?
Is that what I get? Is that my punishment? Did I mention that? I mentioned that last week, didn't I? Chuggo's. Are you just putting things on there to hurt me? This is what this is?
We are in Virginia, David.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Happens. It's okay. We're working on it. It's the nice part. Not really. It's okay. I'm working on it. So we had the .com produced segment, and it was fantastic. It was like right after Kofi defeated, still an indomitable will, but very hurt, very down, very dour, very defeated. And then afterwards, after they've split off to their own things, E does a little phone thing, about 2 minutes, by himself.
Yep.
And I think this was important to get them by themselves, to get their like honest, like, hey, here's just this dude. It isn't the New Day member, because this is how this is one thing that has really caught me, is just how they introduced Kofi as New Day member.
Yeah.
Kofi Kingston. Like, hey, that's a thing, guy. Have at you now. How about that fella? Okay, let's move on to the real main events now. Here we go. E was just heartfelt and downtrodden and very. He seemed a little bit more militant, like along the lines of, there's nothing we can do in order to break through that, and why are we going to put our time and effort into that? And then, but Woods' was, I think, even better, because he was at a Gamescom of some sort, and say, hey man, this is why. And very specifically, thank you, Vince, for showing me that I need to focus on these things outside of wrestling. And I've got a lot of pots on to stir, the boils. That's not how that metaphor goes, is it? Okay. He's got a lot of other things brewing, and that he's willing to embrace them and go into them. And it was at the end of that .com promo that. Again, I love that they differentiate between E and Woods here as far as their opinion on it. Woods is ready to completely walk away. E is like having trouble being able to refute that. It's almost like E is playing the middle between Kofi and Woods, and it's fantastic that each of them are retaining their individuality between it, and you're seeing more depth of each of those characters as a result. Woods is basically like, it's fine. I'll be fine. I can leave like right now. I'm cool, and I guess that may be what we have to do. I want to help my friends out, but I got to take care of my family, and I got to watch out for me. So hey, I'm keeping my other stuff going good. Meanwhile, E's like somewhere in the middle and still very frustrated. Meanwhile, Kofi's like, I'm gonna keep my nose down and keep grinding. And it's like, how much is left of you to be ground down?
Yeah.
And it's just fantastic to see that.
That gauntlet was amazing.
You knew it was going to be good.
Yeah.
And then it was.
I was wondering.
I thought it was going to open the show, so I was like, I was disappointed at first. But then I got some other fun stuff, and it made me happy.
But, like, here's the thing. They didn't do anything that I thought they were going to do. Because I thought for sure we were going to see some sort of interference to get them through.
Yeah.
The good guys coming out to help out.
He couldn't possibly do this all on his own without some assistance. And hey, look at these matchups we've got here. Joe and Mysterio have finalized, so Mysterio is obviously going to interfere and get Joe out of the way.
Yeah, but no.
Orton So we're obviously going to have Styles come out and interfere in some way. I'm sure the New Day is going to come out and help Kofi out.
Yeah. Nope.
Dude.
And I loved everybody watching the TV from the side
And
in the back.
as it progressed, there were more and more of them. Yes. That was my favorite
You
moment.
guys can't see the TV.
There's a giant
TV
TV.
right there.
We watched on an angle. It's weird. My favorite thing happened
Yeah.
backstage. It wasn't the first one because the first one just has Xavier and Woods there, right?
Right.
Cheering on. They're stuck backstage. We got to show
Come
them.
on, Kof.
Yeah, and then they have the Usos, and the first ones to join in.
Yeah.
Cheering. These are
Respect.
They've been virulent competitors, but they have the respect. And then one of them is holding the pancakes, watching intently, blindly passing them out. Here's one for Woods. Here's one for E. He goes to hand one to his brother. His brother's like, "Nah, I'm good, man," because they're watching. That was my favorite thing. That was my favorite thing to come out of Tuesday night was the Usos handing out pancakes. Because that giant platter of pancakes, it looked like he was pulling them off of there, but they weren't depleting. It was a never-ending pile of pancakes. This has nothing to do with IHOP, though we are open to sponsorships. That would be good. No, hold on. We got to try for Waffle House if we're going to do some sort of breakfast food sponsorship.
Why?
Because there's people I know that would like free Waffle House stuff.
Is it Jenny?
Yeah, probably. There's some nice ones.
Yeah.
I lost that. Oh, I sabotage everything. Just name a sponsor. I'll say something nice, and then I'll destroy it. Go ahead.
No.
Aim any business.
Nope.
You're right.
I'm not playing this game with you.
Good. He was very smart. The shoes are a little tight. I don't really care for them.
Kane says it was good to see Nikki Cross on TV. Just wish it was in a match.
Yeah,
I mean,
filling out like the weird high school picture or elementary school class picture pose. She's just squat down in the front. It's like, of course she is.
Yeah.
She's looking up at. She not only watches TV from an angle, she looks from underneath as well. Hey, that's a TV. She's like, I'm gonna bite it. Oh, you know you can't really bite the people through the TV. I don't care. Fantastic. Also, she had like some wacky flannel pants.
yeah.
It's like, those look comfy. I like this. I like comfy Nikki Cross.
Comfy Nikki Cross.
Oh, my goodness.
So that was, yeah, like the match was amazing. I got at the end of it because Kofi won the gauntlet,
Yeah.
technically.
Yeah.
He was able to pin both Joe and Randy.
Yeah.
And then Vince's music hits. And
Kofi still had that look like, hey, maybe he's gonna
congratulate me.
obviously, right? Now I did everything I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Did everything you asked me. Just tell me what that was the build before. Just tell me what you need me to do.
Yep.
And I'll do it.
And then he did.
And then he did.
And then it still wasn't enough.
Still wasn't. No.
Forgot to mention that in the middle of the gauntlet was Rowan.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple minutes into the match, he just starts whacking at Kofi with a chair.
I was almost kind of disappointed it was like one hit.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's like, come on, man. How many do you need? But it's like, if you're going to go straight for the disqualification, make it a hell of a disqualification.
Yeah.
That being said, redeemed immediately by Joe.
Yeah.
And then, then that was all you needed, man.
And then Joe locks in the coquina clutch after the match, after he gets pinned.
Yeah, how scared I was watching Kofi's shoes untied.
Yeah.
I was like, please just give him a minute tie shoe. Give him a minute tie shoe. And then later on, the other one came untied. It's like, oh, man. Kofi ain't got gauntlet shoes. He's got tag team shoes. This is the worst. Poor Kofi. We got to get him some new shoes.
Something major is going to happen next week because obviously it has to, right? Like this match has to be finalized next week.
Look, man, Vince McMahon just wants to get hit.
Yeah.
He just wants to get hit. Kofi's not going to hit him.
Yeah.
Woods and E might hit him. I don't think they really want to either because they're like, nah, man, that looks bad for me. I'm not doing that. AJ can smack you. Kevin Owens can headbutt you. It's good for them. Not good for the New Day. The New Day is about positivity.
Yeah.
They're positive. And that's
But you see-
maybe that's what it is. It's just that it's breaking the positivity.
That's what I was going to say is you see the negativity seeping in to everybody but Kofi. It hasn't broken E yet, but it's definitely seeped in.
And Woods is like leading the charge, like, nah, man, I can take my positivity elsewhere. It's all right.
Yeah.
and he's verging on negativity, and Kofi's defeated, but still trying to keep his head up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fantastic!
I'm in love with it, and I mean, it is. This is still WWE we're talking about, and is it still a possibility that they don't pay that off? Yeah, but it just at this point you've invested this much television time, and people care so much. I don't see how you don't pay that off.
If you don't think it's going to happen, what's Daniel Bryan going to do?
Who else is there? I mean, Owens doesn't have anything for Mania right now, but that's a bad spot to put Owens in.
Yeah,
especially if he's a babyface right now.
Oh, I can't believe they were able to weirdly salvage what they did.
Yeah,
and he's still a smarmy a-hole, but that can be good. That can be okay.
Yeah,
it's like, we need faces. What's up? Here we go.
I read somewhere that was something Brian asked for. He's like, I need new baby faces to work.
Interesting.
So, I mean, got to get him up and over. Got to get heat.
Yeah, but he's willing to do it. He's willing to build up whoever it is. Like, he cut promos against Owens. It was like, hey, man, you're being mean. And it's to Kevin Owens, who doesn't really have a good track record of, festivals or friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. And we're like, oh, man, he called, yay. So what? I like pancakes, too.
Yeah.
I've had a few today in my pants. But, hey, it happens.
That does happen, I think.
Bisquick, do you think we can get a sponsorship?
Bisquick?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say yes because
we need to think
yes.
We need to think unconventional here because if you say yes, I'm going to ruin it.
Yeah. Look, I may not be a smart man.
End of sentence.
Mm-hmm.
That's some stuff I would say. I don't want to. Nah, you okay? Don't you blaspheme in here? Oh my God! But
everybody should take a second because we'll get to this probably in the next hour.
Yes, sir.
We've been doing a tournament over the last day.
Oh my God, that should have been lead. I'm sorry,
64-person tournament.
Yeah.
The finals is Andy Kaufman versus Mike Tyson. You can go vote on the page. We're going to let that run all the way till the end of the show. We'll announce the winner right before we go off air.
That's right. Facebook.com/WrestlePalsVA. And if you're just watching, jump in the chat. Participate.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know, it seems to be every March seems to be about a good time for some brackets of some sort. March craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah. March Banana Fest. That's not a good title.
No.
It's really bad. Burning Dudes.
Burning Dude Fest.
So, Justin sneaks one in there. I think my idea was a tournament of tournaments. And it's like, that's too much. Because it's going to be Austin winning the King of the Ring. Shut up. Get out of here. And Justin was right. And Justin went with celebrities in wrestling. Because they haven't announced an official celebrity for the hall yet, right?
No.
They have not.
Nope.
They have not. So Justin decided, hey, who are literally every celebrity that's ever been in wrestling? He found about 64 of them.
Uh-huh.
You found there were inanimate objects that you've introduced.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they were fairly animate for inanimate objects. Chucky's on the list.
Of course he is.
Chucky from Child's Play.
Of course he was on the list.
I was trying to remember that. It's like, it couldn't have been that
It was
bad.
Rick Steiner. Yes,
I
it was
know,
awful.
It was WCW.
Yeah. RoboCop.
I liked RoboCop.
Oh, you would. How dare you?
I've
Number 64.
Have we been on this? Because I've been wanting to watch RoboCop for like a month now, and I'm gonna. What? What's the matter? Look, Mister, I'm gonna watch Freddy Got Fingered because it's that time of the month again.
I haven't watched
that. I don't mean it like that, but he means like monthly. He watches.
I haven't watched that in a couple years, actually. Unfortunately,
okay.
I don't feel good about it.
Okay.
Thanks for reminding me.
When did the last time you basketballed?
Been a good couple months.
I know. I watched it. We watched it separately, but together, which was great. And then Dirty Work, or the other movie that's not Dirty Work.
Screwed?
Yeah, I am.
Screwed.
Yeah.
Brett, Screwed. Actually, I haven't watched any movies recently, to be fair. None of my faves.
You've been busy. Well, it's
very
almost time
busy.
again. Post WrestleMania.
Maybe.
If anybody lets you stop listening to awful music, I'm not even going to say what band it is you're being forced to listen to right now, but damn, man. You okay?
It would be better if I like just hated it.
Do you want me to find like a Discovery like 3-album band?
I wish I just hated it, because if I just hated it, it would be easier. It's just
Right.
like it's just bland. It's just
That makes me hate more.
yeah.
Nah, it's beside the point. If you haven't checked it out, Deprogrammed is one of Justin's many other shows.
Oh, and it's about to get better because I got a new mixer and it's kind of great. Thank you, Jody.
Finest music show on the internet is Deprogrammed. I've been on there a couple times on some weird stuff because I'm a weird dude.
Recently, Coheed.
Yeah, well, that
weeks
one's
ago.
not so weird, but I made it weird. It's fantastic. What have I done? Like Weird Al Yankovic, They Might Be Giants, President of the United States of America. I like half-ass invited myself on the show. You had a full
Hives.
panel. I'm like, I'm here. Hello.
The Hives.
That's probably it. Oh,
Yeah.
Veruca Salt.
Oh yes, Veruca Salt. Yes. So the Hives, Veruca Salt, and then Coheed were the three since the show has returned.
Actual bands. Weird.
Yeah. So which do you want to do here? The National Nightmare is over, Nathan. Do you want to do that, or do you want to? We've already kind of delved into the tournament. Let's dive into the tournament. So
If you haven't had a chance, go to the Facebook page, check out the challenge, and see how right or wrong see if your brackets have been busted. Go in there, check it out, see if you agree or disagree, or if you want to champion a particular celebrity that has not made it to the finals. By all means, jump in the chat and yell at us, and we'll be like, "Well, you could have voted. What?"
it's funny that Kofi lost. What? All right. So the number one seed's Andy Kaufman. Because Andy Kaufman. No surprises there. He won in the first round. I'm trying to. I don't want to go like.
You don't go
Here's-
round by round, but
Right.
there's some interesting choices on there.
Here's an upset in the first round. ZZ Top over Floyd Mayweather. I couldn't believe that one.
Look, man, that's just people hating on Floyd Mayweather because he's very hateable.
Yeah.
And I understand that. That being said, you need hateable people in
Do you
wrestling.
even remember ZZ Top?
No, I don't.
It was a guest host thing.
Yeah,
They were at ringside and they were, where's ZZ Top? We got beards.
Whoa.
We got beards and we know how to use them.
She got beards. That's not how that song goes.
No, not a boo down.
That is how that song goes. Nah, man. The Floyd Mayweather breaking Big Show's nose was kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Also, Big Show probably said, "I want you to hit me as hard as you can," and then afterwards
you
was like, "That was really hard." Hey, as he's just mouth breathing. Hey, that's how I assume sounds. I feel bad now.
Here's a semi upset. Kevin Green
What?
losing to Florence Henderson. She got spanked, or he got spanked.
Yeah, because it was like Kevin Green. Kevin Green was like, "I'm gonna wrestle today." Mongo did it. to that though, Kevin Green did okay. As far as celebrities coming into a ring, look, they're not all gonna be Stephen Amell.
Right. Who is in this tournament, by the way? He was the number 2 seed.
Because he did very well.
He was awesome. Yeah.
But there's something to be said for how a celebrity fits into the worlds of wrestling. You can either come in and be a wrestler and do respectably or not. Either way can be just as fine and just as memorable. Or you could be a giant personality, or, my personal favorite, just be so damn weird that it kind of works. Hi, Bob Barker. How are you?
Also in the tournament. Also a high seed.
I very well should have been. Did he wrestle?
Nope.
Did he hit anybody?
Nope.
Or was he just weird and participated in the universe?
He crushed Mancow in the first round.
Well,
Because there's something you probably don't remember. Mancow was on WCW.
yeah.
And he wrestled Jimmy Hart. Anybody want to jump to
This is going to be the weirdest sentence I've said. Okay, I've said some odd ones, but
Mancow?
Mancow,
Shaw.
turd. Jesus Christ, Mancow is if okay. You know of Vince Russo, yes? Okay, I'm still not entirely sure he actually exists, and he's mostly probably a character. But if he did exist and was a real life person, he would be Mancow. And that's not cool, man. I don't. Oh, man, cow.
Man cow.
I remember liking him. And then it was like, oh, my ratings are dropping. Okay, I guess I'll be let's go back to preaching. Okay, no, hold on. I need to be political talk radio. What makes money? I got to be out there. I got to be a big name. Same voice the whole time. For God's sake. You want to talk about an upset that I'm surprised isn't further along?
Mm-hmm.
Like including up to into the finals? And I believe this might hit a soft spot in your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Insane Clown Posse.
Oh, we'll get there.
No. Okay, go ahead.
Maria Menounos stomped Kevin Federline. That's a semi-upset.
Well, come on, man. People loved hating Kevin Federline. Did Federline take a bump or two? I'm thinking Machine Gun Kelly.
That's Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
Federline, let's see, Umaga beat up Cena, and then Federline pinned him.
No, I don't like it then. Take the bump.
Vern Troyer beat Rob Gronkowski.
Yes. Because Gronkowski just looks like if Mojo Rawley was a real person, it would be Rob Gronkowski, not this new Mojo. This new Mojo is going to be interesting. Also, you see his new logo, Mojo's new logo on his weird like long sleeve shirt. All right, it's Mojo, Mojo, right? Written down the front of the shirt. That being said, the J is like inside of the O's, so it looks like Moo with a J behind it. I think it's just. Oh no, bad. Oh, I love bad though. Bad is good. Bad is so good. Like if you're sitting in a dark room with a fake mirror, and he's talking to himself. So the only thing you have to see is this logo, and it's like someone approved that. Somebody made that. Somebody conceptualized it. Somebody brought a proof of concept for approval before probably a board of individuals,
Ooh.
and then and then somebody they're gonna get sued by Moog, and they're gonna and it's just that made it through a lot of people before I saw it on TV and immediately went that way Moo. It say Moo. Hey Mooj. Oh.
The Cinderella of the tournament?
Who?
Mega Ran. Do you even know who Mega Ran is?
Didn't he host like he hosted one of the rap offs things, right?
He didn't even host it.
He was just there. He was like
just there with New Day holding the trombone.
That's perfectly fine. Hey,
Yeah.
that's where a celebrity can and should be.
Yeah.
You're associated with the New Day.
Well
Well done.
I like the dude, and I like he wrote an album based off of the music of Final Fantasy VII and told the story of Final Fantasy VII in the album. Like the guy a lot.
These are my favorite kind of people.
So that's why I just kind of was like, I'll throw him in here. I'm sure he'll lose, and I'll put him relatively low, but he'll be in the tournament. It'll be cool. And he upset John Wayne Bobbitt.
Well, I mean, come on.
And then he also won in the second round
Oh?
over Mickey Rourke.
Do you really consider Mickey... What did Mickey Rourke do?
He wrestled Chris Jericho at WrestleMania.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why don't I remember this?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't a good match, but
what did
he
you
wrestled
want?
Chris Jericho.
Mickey Rourke, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. Oh
my God. I'm going to put my coffee ice cubes in a Coke and just see what happens.
Semi-upset, Ozzy Osbourne over Master P.
I think that suffers the same thing Floyd Mayweather does, where it's like, I don't like Master P. Yeah. Vote against kind of thing. Who won against him?
Ozzy Osbourne.
I don't remember Ozzy being too memorable either.
Yeah, I mean he
was this during the Osbournes show.
Well,
was it just him wandering around looking for Sharon?
Him and Sharon hosted Raw.
Okay,
but I was more referencing he managed Jake the Snake Roberts way back in the day.
Oh, okay,
for like Survivor Series or something. Grumpy Cat upset Reggie White.
Grumpy Cat was great though, man. He was just a goddamn cat sitting on a thing, and it was like, there he is. There he is. Look at him. Oh, he's so mad.
Cyndi Lauper crushed Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah. Well, did Cyndi Lauper ever take a bump?
Nope. Here's one I couldn't believe. The Misfits beat Liberace.
That's some bullshit.
I know, right?
I wanted to say it, but look, Liberace over the top in every single way, right? And he's like,
Very pro wrestling.
yeah, and he just shows up at the event. He's like, well, I guess I'll just be Liberace,
Yeah.
and it fit. You know why? Because wrestling's weird.
Yeah.
And it's like, my people, yes, your people, enjoy. Everyone will love you. Have at. And he's like, I'm gonna do Liberace shit, and we're like, that's what we want. Come on and do some Liberace shit. And he did,
Yeah.
and it was good. What did the Misfits do?
Hung out with Vampiro.
Not a good choice.
ICP left the company, and Vampiro was like, well, I need another band to hang out with me. Might as well be the Misfits. I mean, I think Jerry Onley did actually wrestle.
I mean, that's good. I mean, as far as a fit in wrestling, I feel like that would be, but I feel like everything that happened in WCW as far as celebrity was cursed.
Here's one thing I was...
WCW could have been a really good wrestling company, but every time they tried to be a celebrity entertainment company,
Yeah.
didn't like.
And most of it's starring Russo,
Yeah.
except for RoboCop.
Well, RoboCop was great. And the rest were garbage.
Number 64 seed. Just keep that in mind. Here was one I couldn't believe, and this was another Cinderella. William Shatner beat Drew Carey,
Okay.
but then he beat the Misfits, and then he beat Pete Rose.
Didn't William Shatner do like spoken... Wait, he beat Pete Rose?
Yeah.
Pete Rose took bumps.
Yeah.
Pete Rose
From
would
Kane.
take one now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I could
these
not
weren't like-
believe Shatner beat Pete Rose.
Didn't
Like, do
Shatner
people
do-
even remember what...
Did he do like spoken word versions of wrestling themes?
I don't know, maybe.
I think
But he
so.
also hosted Raw. Like,
If he didn't, he should have.
he's done a couple things. Let's see. Lawrence Taylor beat Dennis Rodman. I'm looking at a couple of these second round.
I don't know. Dennis
It's
Rodman.
mostly
Dennis
chalk.
Rodman did. Dennis Rodman was about the closest fit to like celebrity in WCW that I thought was kind of okay.
Yeah, that one worked.
Yeah, but Lawrence Taylor, it felt like a legit match. It felt like good stuff with Bigelow. Was it great? No. Was it
main
really good?
event? No.
Hey, but you know what? I dug it.
Okay.
What was it? Come on, I like WrestleMania 9's like my favorite. They're outside. Look,
I don't know. Diesel and Shawn Michaels could have closed the show. It was the championship match.
Lawrence Taylor closed?
Yeah. Lawrence Taylor and Bigelow were the main event.
That's a mistake.
No, you don't say.
I did though. Okay, you're right. I know you're right, but you know, you should hear it every once in a while too. Justin, you're right.
Hugh Jackman upset Jon Stewart in the second round.
Because Jon Stewart was a jerk.
Yeah,
Which
but
hey,
I loved his.
that's good.
I loved his appearances.
That's good, but Jackman he threw some hits, threw some good looking punches, and he was very Hugh Jackman.
He took.
He took his
Yeah.
personality and cranked it up. It's like
Yeah.
that's what you do. You learn from Liberace. Fantastic.
Yeah. ICP narrowly beat Seth Green in the first round, then got spanked by Andy Kaufman.
Well, I mean, it's Andy Kaufman.
So I mean, it's.
I don't know if that's so much an upset. You know what? That's a respectable showing.
Yeah. Well, you know.
But that being said, they've wrestled in at least 3 different wrestling companies, including their own.
Four. Yeah.
4?
They were in ECW as well.
Damn.
Raven ECW. It was
Like pre ECW, like ECW.
yeah. It was Raven.
damn.
Raven, Balls Mahoney, and ICP. They were the Deadpool. That was the name of it. The Deadpool. And then WWE,
Oddities.
WCW,
And then whatever they were over there.
Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
It's great.
Evil Dead was their first champion. The Evil Dead. He has a mind like geniusness.
I don't know what you're saying.
It's kind of great.
Good lord.
Evil fucking Dead.
All I know is they gave Colt Cabana an opportunity to be a heel as Officer Colt, and that's great.
I also think
He showed up and he was going to arrest everybody because they were using. And he had like a major feud with Weed Man.
Chris Hero and CM Punk wrestled for JCW. They did their match there.
I
The
wouldn't
one
be
that they were doing-
surprised.
that they were doing all over the country. ICP was in TNA too.
You've got to be kidding me.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it doesn't. Oh my
So I mean,
God.
this thing was mostly chalk. I mean, the final 4 was Andy Kaufman versus the Muppets.
Oh my God, Muppets were so good.
The Muppets.
The Muppets exist in the wrestling universe.
Yeah, they beat Bob Barker in the Elite Eight.
Bob Barker's great.
And then on the other side, it was Mike Tyson versus Pee Wee Herman. Mike Tyson barely beat Stephen Amell in the week before.
Mm-hmm.
Amell was like the second seed, and Tyson's the only one I could legitimately see beating him because Amell was awesome. But the argument for me was like Tyson may have been like the biggest, like the biggest deal. Like it did the most.
It hit at the right time.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to hit things at the right time.
Yep. Right time, right guy, and it did
And the right
most.
angles too. It wasn't like just a hey, here's a little extra thing to throw on top of some mid card dude.
Yeah.
This was top of card, man.
Yep.
Baddest man on the planet, and it was a reason for it. There was a reason for him to be there, and it gave legitimacy to the top of the card.
So
Good
the,
stuff.
The finals is the number 1 seed versus the number 7 seed, Andy Kaufman versus Mike Tyson. So you guys can vote for that while we're doing the show today.
Oh man,
The polls are open, and we will close them right before we go off air.
there's a reason why the number 1 seed is the number 1 seed in that.
I mean, he's spanking everybody too, because he should.
He got it.
Yeah,
He got it.
he was a great wrestling heel.
He got it. And he was. It wasn't just a diversion for him.
Here's a bar of soap.
He was
Such a jerk.
excited to be doing it.
Yeah.
And he was, you could tell he was like thankful to be doing it too. I'm from Hollywood.
I am from Hollywood. I have the brains.
Oh my God.
Wonderful.
Oh, and he would just make women angry.
Taylor actually said it when we first came on air. He said Kaufman wins or this thing is rigged.
Yeah, well.
There's no way for me to rig it. I'll say that much. I can only go with how people vote. So, I mean, if people stuff the ballot for Tyson, then...
But don't, though. It's okay.
But, I mean, honestly, either one could win. I do think Kaufman should win. That's why I made him the number 1 seed.
Right.
But
RoboCop, though.
number 64,
RoboCop just walked out and like ripped the cage door off and then walked away, right?
essentially.
And then there's no way they got the actual, I forget the actual actor's name.
Jim.
Wasn't Jim. Jim's better than this.
Probably the most garbage celebrity cameo of all time.
It was just a dude cosplaying as RoboCop. It has to be, right?
Oh, we didn't even mention, where did Jeremy Piven fall in this
Oh
thing?
my God! Look,
Because he was one of the worst, too.
I like Jeremy Piven a lot. I really do, and I was excited that he was going to be on there.
Oh, yeah. Rodman beat Kiss in the first round. Because
Rodman should beat Kiss.
Kiss was on WCW, too.
No, you could. Oh, they licensed out the Kiss Demon. Did they do anything with that?
I own that. They gave it to Dale Torborg,
Yeah, well,
and then he did nothing.
what was he gonna do?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I am the Kiss Demon.
Where do you go with that?
Matt Kaufman's whole life was a heel turn, pretty much. And then he tried to go baby with the cancer.
All right.
Jeremy Piven lost to Pee Wee Herman in the first round.
That makes sense.
I even remember when the Three Stooges hosted Raw? Like, whenever that movie came out.
I thought that was okay because I thought that Will Sasso was okay. Now you had
WCW did get the actor from RoboCop.
what?
Kane Kenny putting you on blast, son.
Why would they? Why would they?
Oh, no. I think Gene Simmons is in the chat. All I see is gentleman.
Obviously.
He owns that.
Why the hell would they bother? I was like, hey, we want to hire RoboCop. It's like, sir, you realize he's not a real person, right? Mr. Turner? Mr. Turner, sir. He's not, those movies aren't real. They should be. Well, politics aside, sir, RoboCop is not a real person. You're right. He's half man, half machine. He's like an android cyborg, right? Still not real, Mr. Turner. We can't ship you RoboCop. Now, if you'd like, we can give you the actor that played
Your
RoboCop.
move, creep.
Remember that time RoboCop shot Sting in the dick? Oh, for Christ's sake! Oh my God! You know what? You're getting Mrs. Dad in your corner. I'm getting RoboCop in my corner.
No, I'm
This is
not.
gonna be great. Repo Man's got to go. It's all about RoboCop from here on out.
I am not getting Ms.
Not the
Dad
new
one.
RoboCop.
Nope.
I want old RoboCop. Old-ass RoboCop driving around a Ford Taurus or whatever the hell's the garbage vehicles were.
I will quit the show if Liv leaves my corner.
Well, I mean, in
Immediately,
addition.
if not sooner.
Just-
No.
You
Just
don't
me
want
and her in this corner.
You don't want a little George just popping up?
Nope.
Hey,
Nope.
hey. No?
I wouldn't mind if he like occasionally peeked out from behind you.
Oh, Christ. I forgot he was back there. He's being very patient.
Yeah,
Good Lord.
but he is telling us to get out of your house.
Get out. Okay. Damn. Hold. Mr. Turner, RoboCop isn't real.
Kane
I don't
says
believe
that
you.
was a Jim Hurd call anyway.
What?
A Jim Hurd call.
What did I
That
do?
was pre-Turner.
Okay. What's this? Mr. Sir. Mr. TBS, sir.
Mr. T was in this tournament.
Yes, Mr. T is very good.
Mr. T.
That being said, I've had the A-Team theme in my head for about a week now.
Well, at least it's not the Mr. T cartoon.
It has nothing.
Mr. T.
It has nothing to do with the A-Team whatsoever. It has entirely everything to do with my Twitter picture. So that's
You have one of those?
yeah. I put one up there. Makes me happy.
Last I saw, you were Dot.
And now I'm Yakko. Mr. TBS, sir.
Let me hear your burps.
RoboCop isn't real. They're gonna make the sound anyway. We can get you the actor that played RoboCop. No, I want the suit. All right. That would make sense. Just get the suit. Put it on anybody. Put it on Dale Torborg. Turborg. That would make sense. No, they got real Alex P. Murphy, whatever the hell his name was. Damn it. This is Buckaroo Banzai dude. What the hell is his name?
Steve.
It's not Steve, and it's not Jim. And it's not Jim Hurd. Get me RoboCop. Also, we need to electrocute Abdullah the Butcher for some reason. Christ, that was the worst thing. It was the worst.
Was it? It all is.
I'd rather them hang 100 boss mans as opposed to electrocute one Abdullah the Butcher.
Let's blow Matt's mind.
Cheers, probably. There you go.
Royal Rumble, probably.
Hey! Invisible cups.
Drinking out of cups. No way. Get real.
Speaking of real, RoboCop is not real.
The Yeti was worse. The Yeti! All he did was hump Hulk Hogan.
Did not even.
Like he hugged him with
Like
it
badly.
The giant.
And then Hogan sold it. Why?
95 Halloween Havoc. Gross. And the Giant won the world championship, by the way, from that mess.
Can we just watch WrestleMania 9 instead?
Which one is worse?
I'll tell you. It's Halloween Havoc 95. There's no need for votes. Hold your votes, folks. WrestleMania 9, not that bad. Comparatively.
So Crush and Doink is your jam?
I'll take Crush and Doink. A hell of a lot more than the Razor Ramon Bob Backlund match. Like 30 seconds. It's like, hey guys, we've only got the arena till like 5. We got to go. Bob, you're losing. Like now. Lay down. Lay down. Oh, for Christ's sake.
Halloween Havoc 98 was worse? I recently watched that. It must have been. 98 was just not good. At all.
Why do you do this to yourself?
I haven't watched any of it recently.
I
I'm
think
too
they-
busy.
I think they just announced more Thunder on the network.
Yeah. Well, I haven't watched any of the Thunders because I know those are bad.
Well, nobody has.
Yeah.
I don't think they were watching them while they're doing it.
No, I watched like the first couple months because I was like, oh yes, more wrestling,
Yeah.
and then
No,
that's
no,
good.
not really. There wasn't any wrestling.
Yep.
It's Thunder in Paradise, yo. Thunder in Paradise.
Let's see. Yeah. They also have WCW Saturday Night WWF Superstars.
the home of S.A. Rios.
Yeah. What else today?
Max Moon.
Heat is up there now.
We still have to watch that Max Moon versus Skinner match.
Yeah.
That's what I want, man.
I'm sure it's there.
I hope it goes 40 minutes. I'm excited. Yeah. I want to see all their moves like 8
It's
times.
not going to go 40 minutes.
You sure?
Yes.
All right,
Maybe
you got
12.
your homework.
Maybe 12 minutes.
I'm sure you can find a match between Skinner and Max Moon. This is what I want.
That day we were talking about it, and you pulled up like 12 GIFs of it somehow.
Man, I have no idea how the hell that happened.
Why? Like, I was.
Why is Skinner in every Max Moon GIF? Why is Max Moon in every Skinner GIF? And then it was like, all right, let's just find pictures of Owen getting the shit beat out of him. That's easy.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Good Lord, Justin. You know what? Did you have the Bob Uecker in there?
Bob Uecker was in there.
Okay.
He did okay.
Respectable.
I think he won
I have
2 matches.
I have love for anybody.
He actually beat the Three Stooges.
Well, he should.
And then Schwarzenegger before getting beat by Tyson.
No, I would. Wow, that's a respectable
Speaking
run.
of GIFs,
yeah, sir.
Skinner and Max Moon all over the place, right?
Yeah,
Trying to find Andre choking Bob Uecker.
yeah.
Nowhere in sight.
Can't be.
How is that not a GIF?
Let's go ahead. I want to make sure to hit that little story this week. A fantastic repository for weird stuff. What happens on the Twitter mostly. Total Divas episodes Twitter account did nothing but GIFs for various wrestling organizations, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tons of it. You could always count on going to them, finding the most up-to-date, relevant, and well-clipped, well-cropped, well-done GIFs for...
Only on their Twitter account, because none of it somehow makes their page anymore.
Well, you get I know you can't grab them and use them. That sucks.
That's why I don't care about their Twitter account. It's like,
I know.
What good does that do me?
I know, but they got their account got banned off of Twitter.
Nate doesn't want to see Damian Demento matches? Damian Demento seems like your kind of guy.
Did he ever fight the Demon Deacon? I want 14-year-old Luke Gallows, 6'4", bald. Luke, yeah, looks like by my people. Do you mean actual family members? Because yeah, I would swear that was my brother. Wait, hold on. There's our abs. There's an action figure of Damian Demento.
I guess so.
Is that a modern day picture of him? Is he? Aw.
Damian Demento, Jesus.
Why is he wearing a Venus flytrap?
I don't know. Oh, look. I'm sure this was a barn burner.
Brutus Beefcake.
Oh, this is somebody doing it on 2K18.
Yeah, I'm okay with
But
this.
I'm sure it probably actually happened on Raw.
I think I'd rather watch the 2K18 version. Thank you. All right. So I've got homework, Damian Demento matches, and find that Skinner and Max Moon match. Crap.
Have fun with that.
I will.
You say that I like to torture myself.
You see Skinner versus Mancow? Oh, Max Moon.
Mancow Muller.
Oh, my God. Just nothing but pictures. Fields and fields and fields of pictures. One is synonymous
There
with
you
the
go.
other. How long's the match?
3 minutes and 22 seconds.
Mercifully. God damn it, I hope that includes intros with the full Max Moon just shooting shit into the rafters.
This might not be it. It just says Max Moon in action. Shut up, commercial. You suck.
In action?
Yeah, so this might not be.
Oh, I love the 4:3 aspect ratio. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's not it. That's not it. Not it.
Not Ahmed Johnson. Okay, that's cool.
Okay, well, that was a failure.
Yes, of course. We have to watch classic matches of Repo Man. I liked Repo Man, obviously. So, I like Justin.
Yep,
I like garbage.
I've noticed.
It's just for real. It's like matches be damned. You know who Coco Beware was for? Me.
Well, Coco Beware is fun.
Ooh, so somebody had linked a match of his where it's like the back in the territory days where he was like up against somebody who was being a little bit of a pirate. We're going for himself outside in other territories without without it being improper, if you will. And it was just like 2 minutes of Coco just beating the ever-living hell out of him. And that was awesome to watch. Just stiff shots, kicks in the face, kicks in the head, stomp him in the ground, and then just like, I'm going to hurt him and pin him.
Yeah.
It's like, this is a mean-ass Coco Beware. It wasn't even Coco Beware. He was just Coco Ware. It's like, that makes no sense. Like, come on, man. Like, for real, you could substitute any other letter in that middle slot and it would be all right.
Coco H. Ware.
Gonna get Triple H upset at you. Coco M. Ware. This is perfectly fine. All of
Menswear.
Coco Menswear. That's great. Because right in there, just you and your damn underwear taker.
Underwear taker.
Versus Coco Menswear.
Coco Menswear.
If you have
I'm free.
if you have an undergarment themed wrestling name,
All right. So
by
I was,
all means.
I was talking about new shirts. We
Yes,
need
sir.
new shirts.
Huh?
Underwear taker has to happen. Underwear taker. And we need Coco Menswear
Coco Menswear. You got a bird in a
on
little
our
suit.
on our Redbubble where you can buy shirts.
You're gonna like the way you look, guaranteed. For Christ's sake.
How about Duke Drosy? King
I
Kenny
love
wants to
Duke
know-
Drosy.
Of course. Well, I mean, he is
He's literally
trash.
garbage. He has garbage. He's like, hold on. You know what? See if you can find me a Duke the Dumpster Drosy versus Bastion Booger match. Because this is what I want.
God. What about what was the the Friar before?
Oh, Friar Tuck. Was it Friar Tuck or
No.
just the Friar?
Friar Tuckman? I don't know.
It's something that awful.
Yeah.
He's looking Friar Wrestling.
Ferguson? Yeah, Friar Ferguson.
He was great.
No, he wasn't.
What are you talking about?
Because then he became Bastion Booger.
And then it was like a week later, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll never know." They didn't care then; they don't care now. It's okay, whatever your name is.
You wanted Booger versus who?
Drosy. It can't exist. Versus drones. I want to see Bastion Booger fight a flock of drones. Africa.
Bastion Booger.
Did Bastion Booger ever actually have like a match? Oh, Bam Bam Bigelow versus Duke Drosy. That could be all right.
Well, I mean, it is Bam Bam. So.
I like Bam Bam. Bam Bam could do pretty much no wrong. I've never been bored watching a Bam Bam match.
No.
Even Lawrence Taylor.
Lucky you.
What? There we go. Hold on. 7 minutes. You know what I know what you're laughing at. Oh man, hold on. The one next to it's pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
My initial thought was like, you pull up Bastion Booger matches.
Mm-hmm.
Bastion Booger versus Marty Jannetty sounds really good.
Yeah.
But right next to it, Bastion Booger versus the model Rick Martel.
How the hell does that work?
That works great. You got an ugly, stinky dude versus a pretty man. Has two people ever been more disparate in their natures than a pretty man covered in arrogance? And this man covered in just garbage. He's not like. I'm excited for this.
You like Bastion Booger's little like weird dance thing that he used to do?
No.
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 Okay.
Okay. Next, find me some Blue Meanie matches. I want Blue Meanie versus Jobbers. That would make me so happy. That being said, I love Blue Meanie.
Best of Blue Meanie, 6 minutes.
Word. It's all entrance and him dancing. And you know what? That's more than I got, and that's great.
There's a match versus Godfather from '99.
Nah, you know what? I gotta stick with Bastion Booger versus Rick Martel. And what was the other garbage thing I had to watch?
Max Moon and
Oh man, I'm watching that one for me. That's not homework. That's fun work. That's fun.
What about Mantar?
What about him?
Kane wants to know if you're a diehard Mantar fan.
Why wouldn't I be? Show me Mantar.
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Mantar.
Mantar's biggest feud.
Mantar Muller.
Mantar versus what? Debuts?
Yeah.
Like, nah, I don't want to debut. Everybody's okay in their debut except Mantar. Who's? It's just literally nothing but Mantar's debut. Did we ever get Mantar versus the Gobbledygooker?
No. Here's
That'd be
Mantar versus Razor.
Jesus, really? Why? Did that company know that they're advertising on that match? Because they may want to reconsider their advertising dollars. You know what's funny is Jim Cornette introducing it. Introducing Mantar.
Mantar Muller.
This is after they repossessed his giant buffalo head. He says, we're going to paint some horns on you. What's up, low-rent Vader? What's happening?
All right, Mantar or Berserker? Which one?
If I have to choose, Berserker gave me more joy in the long run.
Of course he did.
You know why?
Nord.
Because he's put that sword through a ring one time. I was like, Jesus Christ, man, you're getting a little serious here, aren't you? And then I was like, it's a Viking. Viking dudes doing Viking stuff.
What about Roadblock?
Like from G.I. Joe? Hell yeah, let's watch some cartoons.
Nah.
We're going to ride bikes?
Nah.
And we're going to watch cartoons. Justin,
Talking about WCW.
get the bikes out the shed. We're going to 7-Eleven. It's going to be great. We're going to play Street Fighter 2. I'm excited. I've got 3 quarters. Roadblock at oh, for God's sake.
You watching that guy?
Wait, what is this? Is Roadblock like, who is that? Who is Roadblock?
Some dude.
Okay, it's not, because he's got a very bash and booger face in that thing there. Giant versus Roadblock?
Yep, and then you see this next one.
Roadblock versus Goldberg. Jesus. He's a big dude.
Yeah. Not good. How about Oz? You in for some Oz matches?
Nope.
Oh, you have a line.
Nah, I thought you meant the show on HBO.
Weird that
Too
Oz is
realistic.
your line.
Jesus Christ. Hall and Nash team is odd. Oz and the Diamond Stud. Was Oz bad? What did they name the moves? Was there a yellow brick road? Also, I can't tweet right now because I'm not allowed. So I'm going to need you to get some messages out there. I need you to message Daniel Bryan and WWE for me, if you don't mind.
Why?
That stomp thing he does,
Mm-hmm.
can you please ask him to call that the carbon footprint?
Why don't you tweet him?
Because you're good at this. I'm happy being smug. The carbon footprint. Every time he does it, it makes me happy thinking that. It's damn well what it should be named. Oh,
Holy hell, it's already 10:20. Are you kidding me?
Justin,
Huh?
I can't wait to watch some garbage.
Yeah, I guess that's what you're doing this week.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You're watching garbage too, aren't you?
Am I?
How's the Wrestle Party going?
Man, it's kind of stalled right now because we
You got to get together to watch a show?
we have to watch WrestleMania 2000 yet.
Ooh,
and-
do you want to do that like the week before WrestleMania?
And then Zach needs to pick the next one.
Is he going to pick something legitimate? If you haven't
Yes,
checked it,
yes.
because he's suffering.
He's so mad.
Oh my God, I don't want to see him suffer ever.
He's so mad at
If
Joe.
you don't know, there's an addendum to hashtag WrestlePals called the hashtag WrestleParty. Exclusive access available on patreon.com/ohhijustin. Go there, check out the Wrestle Party. What they do is they watch the lead-ups leading to a pay-per-view of one of their choosing.
So I have to do this. So we didn't start there.
Right.
We started with 1996 Royal Rumble,
This is a good choice. This is a choice.
and it was for January, so it lined up with the Royal Rumble,
Right.
and it was fun watching the end of 95 and the beginning of 96 leading into the Royal Rumble.
Right.
For February, I chose the very first NXT event,
That's a really good
NXT
choice.
Arrival.
Mhm.
Joe, for March, picked WrestleMania 2000.
Okay. Well,
And more specifically, the SmackDowns leading in to WrestleMania 2000.
was there why? Did he want to hurt you guys? Did he?
think he
did
thought-
he come in fresh faced and happy and say, "Hey guys, I'm gonna pick something silly," and then not realize the repercussions of his choices?
I think he was hoping that
This would end it.
SmackDown at that time, because SmackDown, like somewhere around 2003, becomes the wrestling show.
Yeah.
I think maybe he thought it started that way.
No.
Nope.
More of the same, but less somehow.
And worse.
Yes.
Oh, it was torture. But we got through it. Now we just got to watch the WrestleMania 2000 there. So I've already picked my next event. We're waiting for Zach to pick his, and then, like I said, we still need to get together and watch the thing with the thing.
Oh, I can't wait to hear what you do next. I hope it's an actual event.
Kane thinks you should watch some Ding Dongs from WCW. Ding dongs, yo. Ding dongs. Ding dongs, yo.
Who's this for? Who is that for?
Matt, if he's still there.
It's for
Otherwise,
us.
it's for us.
That's the best. Oh.
So your man's. I watched Impact this week.
Oh man, I took a week off.
I mean,
I was. You know what? I feel like they make it accessible enough to jump back in.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, hey, here's some dudes. What's up?
I'm trying to make it a weekly thing because I know that if I don't stay on top of it, it's going to just fall into the back because it's not good enough. It's not appointment yet.
Right.
It's not good enough to make me watch every week.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad.
Right.
It's not so awful that I'm like, oh God, I don't want to watch this. But it's also not, yo, I need to make sure I'm watching every week.
That Dark War match was pretty fantastic.
Your man's
Who's my man's?
Johnny Impact.
Oh God.
You know what? This was kind of okay.
What?
It was kind of okay. He was supposed to wrestle Cage for the championship
Right.
in the rematch finally. You know how he had the neck thing last week. He comes out to wrestle him anyway. He actually gets carried out by Cross. Like Cross carries him out like he laid him out backstage. And they start beating him up more, and then Cage comes out and he's like, oh, don't do that. And chases Cross out. And Taya comes out and is like, you got to help him. You got to help him. And so he finally fucking does. And so Impact is just laying there, and Cage turns toward the camera and goes, yeah, okay, we did it. And then Taya comes up from behind, nut shot. Johnny kips up and kicks him in the face.
He kips up from having neck.
So he's bad guy now.
Well, I mean, hey, that
I
leaves
hate him. So
that leaves opportunity for. That's a better place for him to be. If
Yes.
that's your gut reaction, that's good for you.
I already hate him. So this is a better place for him, and it does mean that Cage is probably going to beat him.
I've always felt like, I mean, and tell me this: when you go into, say, you're going into an indie for the first time, and they're representing themselves with their champion, would you rather have their top heel or their top face as their champion? If your first foray into it, who do you want to be like the showpiece of that company?
It's a tough question because like if
What's a better representation of a product?
It depends because am I planning on going all the time, or is this a one-off?
This is a one-off with the opportunity to continue your
Babyface.
journey. You think so?
Yeah,
Okay. Fending off a challenger,
yeah,
honorably winning in the face of dastardly odds.
yep.
Okay. Very basic. There's no wrong answer.
Well, because I don't want to leave going,
The bad guy got a thing.
yeah.
But I mean, sometimes.
Hey, Jody. Sorry.
We talk about the Tuesday, yo.
Is it Jesus or is it Jesus?
Who's that dude?
He says heel. He wants to see a heel.
Because you talked about on Tuesday with the getting got, with Kofi getting defeated. It makes you want to tune in next week. It's like, man, how's he going to come over this? How's he going to get up and over this?
Yeah.
So, I mean, there is room for that. Even if you do get weirdly disappointed, if you're entertained, you can come out on the other side of it and be like, oh, I got to come back to see what happens. I got intrigue. I got something building up. Do you rather have a face chase, or would you rather have a heel try to steal one?
Well, see, on the face value, he says so the face can build. Absolutely. If I go in knowing that I plan on returning and can invest into a build, then yeah. But if this is likely to be a one-off, because we have indies in traveling distance. If you're willing to drive 3 to 5 hours, like Leslie does, but mostly we have VCW once every couple of months, and then we have Fusion that runs locally like once every 6 months.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it for indies around here. I mean, unless you're willing to call me Jeezy from Bronx.
Word.
But yeah, dude, look, I'm completely willing because, man, I hate throwing this out there. I used to do commentary, so I used to go like all the time.
Right.
And if I'm gonna go all the time, then yeah, give me the story. I want the story. But then I guess on the undercard, give me those exciting baby faces that are gonna make me want to come back. I guess that's the way to get me back.
Tell me if this kills it for you, because this always seems to be something that kills it for me.
Jody asks if we're going to WrestleMania. Unfortunately not. I want to try to go to New York that weekend, though. I doubt it's going to happen. I'll probably be here at his house.
I'm
hanging
going
out
downstairs,
with Jenny and Nate.
watching on TV,
Yeah.
and eventually going, this is enough of this. There's 3 hours left. How many matches? 17. Jesus.
Jeezy, the ball guy's name is Nate for branding.
Hello there. I don't know. More for bothering at this point.
Nate for not tweeting.
Shut up, man. I get the notifications. It happens.
Nate for unsocial.
Very unsocial media. Yes. That's where I belong.
I really want to go because there's a penis party happening.
Excuse me?
There's a penis party happening in New York.
I'm sorry. I heard that again.
WrestleMania weekend?
And I want you to say it again.
There's a penis party happening.
Okay. Hold on.
Joey Ryan's big penis party.
Hold on. Is it a big penis party or is it a big penis?
It's a big
party?
penis party.
You said it the same way again, and I can't decipher what you're saying.
There's a wanted poster and everything.
What?
Joey Ryan's dong
Huh?
is wanted.
How big is this picture?
It's a decent size. Yeah, there's going to be a ton of indie shows. I mean, it's New York too, so like, I really would love to make it. I just don't think financially. Virginia isn't.
It's a tough time.
Virginia's
We're
not
far enough away for everything to be a problem.
Yeah.
Close enough that we feel a lot of regret.
I do have friends who live in Jersey who I guarantee would let me stay with them. So like that saves some of the price.
Right.
But
Literally everything else.
literally like the food, the travel. Well, yeah, we'll figure out.
It's still expensive.
but like getting into the city and then getting into all those events.
Yeah.
Jeezy thought something was funny.
You know what? You know what? They've announced, as far as like traveling for a show, Chikara's announced their King of Trios.
God, I'd love to go.
Yeah, man.
The only other,
It's a 3-day weekend, which is a big.
I know I'm an a-hole.
Well,
for not wanting to
I would know. I'm
not
a
wanting
good judge.
not wanting to
I
travel
know my own.
for the other indies.
Uh-huh.
But like a Chikara, I would travel for. JCW, I'd probably travel for, depending on how far.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I? The Awesome Monsters,
Kaiju Big Battle.
Kaiju, I would definitely travel for.
That was going to be my list, man. If they could get like near DC,
they were Philly.
I know.
They've done Philly in New York.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to go to New York for a show.
Connecticut.
And I definitely don't want to go that far. I'd be more apt to go to Philly, but at the same time, my schedule ain't changing anytime soon.
That ain't. You're kidding, right?
What happened?
Jody says, I was wondering. I'm going. My grandmother's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame, reviving the Warriors Award. Ellie has re-invited us to Richmond. I doubt that's going to happen. He's probably going downstairs with Jenny, and I will probably... Ring of Honor, I would probably travel for, too, at this point. New Japan, I really wanted to travel for because they were in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Just was wrong time.
They got sabotaged by some visa issues, and it looks like their U.S. numbers haven't been as great as they really, really should be.
Yeah.
But good for them for making the foray, and I hope this doesn't like sour them on it. But it's leading up to that the crossover event with Ring of Honor in Madison Square Garden, which is going to be fun.
Jeezy asks, how do we feel about AEW? I'm excited at its existence. I don't need to hear about it until it happens at this point.
Yeah, I think we're both kind of in a wait and see pattern. It's like, I'm excited to see what you can do.
Yep. So.
And then you sit and you wait, and it's like,
May 25th.
do something. It's a long way off, but it's a long time to build excitement.
It's doing the opposite for me.
You think so?
For me, yeah.
Well, right now, they're going to have a lull to get to the build. Look, they haven't like announced a lot of stuff here lately. They're still, they have to still be working behind the scenes trying to get a TV deal hammered out.
Yeah.
I doubt they'd have a TV deal worked out before the Double or Nothing thing.
How is there nothing that they can do in the meantime? Like a smaller venue thing?
Well, there's also the thought of, do they want to give away anything at this point? Or do they want to try to build a mystique? I'm with you. I feel like it's kind of stalled out right now.
Because they started in January.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm just like, okay, again,
it's hard.
I'm still excited that it exists.
And they're still making signings, and that's the way they That's what they've got to do right now, and that is fine. That is okay. Yeah, I wish they could do something. I mean, are the Bucks working anywhere right now? Is Cody working anywhere right now?
The Bucks just won the AAA Tag Championships.
So they're still having some notoriety out there. They're still existing in the world of wrestling, and these are companies that are looking to have some sort of partnership with. But yeah,
So Jody says no joke, by the way, that his grandmother, I think her name was Sue. And Ellie wants to figure out a wrestling road trip for the summer. She wants us to jam to her playlist. Wait, no, SummerSlam's in Toronto this year, so that's probably not going to happen either.
Why would you do SummerSlam in a winter wonderland?
In the summer?
It snows there all the time, right? Toronto is the cleanest city I've ever been to. Like even like places that should be dirty, like corners outside where I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, Jody, that's really cool. Congratulations to your grandmother.
Dude, yeah, she seems like she's real.
I mean, everybody was like all about her. Like,
Yeah, almost
seems
seemed
like she's really deserving of it.
It seemed like a lot of wrestlers, past and present, have all come out of the woodwork like, yes, of course. I think that's a fantastic use of the War Hero Award.
Yeah.
Because it's like the unsung heroes. Like, I wish I could remember her name too. The one that's like the lead seamstress. Mm-hmm. You see her every once in a while, especially on like when they like Total Divas was like first starting up, and I actually paid attention and gave a shit. The amount of work that she was doing. There's a whole ton of unsung heroes behind the scenes that you don't hear about unless it's time to bitch about them. Like say Kevin Dunn. Kevin Dunn gets a lot of shit, but it's like, I don't know, man. I haven't ever produced a 25-year
show, let alone a live wrestling show, let alone one as big as Raw.
That has to pick up and move and do it again next week in a totally different place.
Yeah.
And also, you cannot have any mistakes.
Yeah.
There's no room for error. That's a hell of a thing, man. And the fact that he does it every week, as much as people like to crap on him, it's like, I can't do that shit.
Yeah, man.
I can't build an infrastructure where that'll happen.
Yeah. Didn't they just win the AAA tag titles in Mexico?
Ah, man.
Because he said they're in Mexico.
Saw footage of L.A. Park. Dude's 53 years old and he's still doing it.
He looks like Fredo under a mask. But I know it's not Fredo.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Where's he been?
Calling me, and I'm not answering. Not on purpose. He keeps calling when I'm about to get in the shower, or I'm sending the kids off to school, or...
A lot of showers lately, huh?
I got a shower. This is a bar of soap. I'm from Hollywood.
Ridiculous.
Jeezy, be safe, guys. I added the page. I hope you guys keep posting. We're here every Wednesday. And before you go, though, if you're out, make sure you vote on the finals. It's Andy Kaufman versus Mike Tyson. We did the celebrity tournament. So
gotta be careful. You think someone's gonna win, and that's when you don't vote, and then turnout really screws it over. Ooh, what could happen? Andy Kaufman's winning.
He's got to, right?
I don't know.
We'll see. I haven't checked on it in a while, so yeah, we're here every Wednesday at 9, Jeezy. So check us out.
Don't let me drink any more coffee.
Hey, Nathan.
Huh?
Don't drink any more coffee.
What the hell do you think you are telling me what to do? Justin.
Hey, Nathan, this is Batista. Don't drink any more coffee.
Justin.
Give me what I want.
Drink out of the cup, Kinky? Does he want to drink? Yeah, mine doesn't really show up.
Here, you want some? Dave.
He looks like he could use a little pick-me-up. If you pour that on me, I'm going to be very mad.
It's empty.
Mm-hmm. Got a little bit out, didn't you?
Here you go, Dave. Giants on me.
Good Christ. I like that he can't use his hands. It just looks sad.
Oh, he can. He just doesn't want to. Because we're in his office.
Because his jacket is so damn tight. Can't move my...
Get out of my office.
Okay. Okay, before we go to anything else, can we discuss that? Not even the segment, not even the build, nothing coming out of it. My favorite thing off of Raw, my favorite thing off of SmackDown, I told you that already. Usos handing out pancakes. Dave Batista's office segment. If you look at the background behind Batista, first of all, he's in a weird leatherette chair. Okay, cool. That makes sense to have in an office. Behind him, directly, you see vinyl siding, like off of a track home. It's just standard ass regular vinyl siding. And if you look down a little bit, there's some like bricks. So it looks like vinyl siding. He looks like he's sitting at the side of your grandma's house, which is convenient because their curtains are also outside as well, and they're behind him. Look at those goddamn curtains, Justin. Look at them. They're awful. Those were white when they were hung 75 years ago by your grandmother. And they've never taken them down. They've never dusted them. They don't know how to clean them while they're hanging up. It's weird. They just Febreze them every once in a while for like the last 5 years, thinking that's cool. Nah, still stinks, still smells like ass from when Dad or Grandpa used to smoke. That being said, that's why they're the outside curtains now. Dave's sitting on the outside. Like, if you pan to his right a little bit, there's a kiddie pool. And what are you doing? Why are you
Luke
laughing?
Harper. Teach me the phrase weird flex, please. Show your work in picture or GIF form. Thanks in advance. Weird flex, but okay.
Is he causing havoc?
No, he's just having fun on the internet. I love him. Please put him back on television, please.
I don't know where he's going. I don't know where Bray's going.
I have no idea.
Nothing's going to happen before Mania at this point, which is good.
Yeah.
But
Which I think is unfortunately what happened to those NXT call-ups. None of them caught fire before. Like, that's why Lacey's just doing her thing. Like, because it's working. People are getting upset about it.
I think
Why Heavy Machinery is being the Bushwhackers, because it's working.
I think
They found places for 'em.
somewhere on Reddit said, I've got it figured out, guys. Lacey Evans versus The Undertaker at Mania. She's obviously a ghost because she doesn't touch anybody, doesn't engage with anybody, doesn't acknowledge anybody. Obviously, ghost, the only thing that can combat a ghost is a dead man. So we need The Undertaker to come and help Lacey Evans rest in peace.
Jody says, look for me. I'll be front row with her during the Hall of Fame. And then appreciate it. Y'all know Triple H is winning. He would have to, right? Because this is the first time he's been a good guy in years.
I guess. And it's also like he's become the dude what loses at Mania, which is okay.
Yeah, but
Does Batista need to win?
though?
But I don't know. Batista's got a point.
It just depends on if Batista is like back, or if he's just kind of back for a match with Trips. Because, I mean, he could seriously be putting him out of action. And it could be this is the way they're writing Triple H as having his final match. Triple H is going into the Hall of Fame this year.
In a manner, yeah.
No, not in a manner. Like, definitely, he is. As a member of DX.
Well, that being said, how long has Kurt Angle been in the Hall of Fame?
2 years?
Okay. We have any other Hall of Famers working?
No. Flair did. No.
No,
he
not
didn't.
working right now.
Well, Flair worked in TNA after he retired.
That I won't count that. It
And
sucks,
then
but
Shawn had the one match after retiring.
Beth Phoenix is a Hall of Famer. She's coming back out.
Did you see? Oh, you know what? I'll show you
I'm going to make an awful noise off the air. Here
on
we
the
go.
whole Instagram there. You see that?
What a rush. What did happen? Edge Rated R likes your photo.
Well, no, just our comment on his post.
Thanks for letting us borrow her for a bit. We really missed her.
Look at that, 43 likes.
Oh, you said that about having Beth coming back for some WrestleMania stuff.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the weird little build that's happening yonder?
Divas of Doom, yo.
Dude, I am so excited. Because I got excited to like point out Beth. It's like, come on, look at her arms. She's going to come out. Beth's arms look, I mean, they had her in like a cut off sleeves. Her arms look huge and long. Like she could just grab you from the floor and lift you over to the ring and throw you around. I loved the Beth Phoenix, man.
Yeah. And I love that they're getting a chance at this. Whether they win it or not, I don't care. The fact that they're getting a chance at it. Because they weren't always a team, but they were a team there, pin up strong for a bit, and it was awesome.
Yeah, they don't need it, but it's a hell of a. It's nice to not have Trish and Lita.
Yeah. Well, I think this is a better team than Trish and Lita could be at this point. Trish and Lita
were
be a fun.
amazing single stars, and they put them together because it's like, tags are typically easier on you, you know.
Yeah.
But no, Natalya and Beth feel like they
Natty is still
are
there.
built as a tag team.
Natty is still there, and Beth is in tremendous shape. She
That's
never let
exciting.
herself get out of shape.
That's good stuff.
She looks to be in tremendous
Those
shape.
arms are terrifyingly huge. It's awesome.
And you gotta. I still feel like.
We're gonna get the pose.
Yeah, I feel like she may have retired. Like she's never said this, but I think she may have retired. I'm sure injuries probably had some part of it, but because the division wasn't where she wanted it to be.
There was nothing to do.
Yeah, I mean, if you were a wrestler, there wasn't anything to do.
I mean, there were some dark times for Natty, man.
Farting Natty. Have you
Yeah.
seen the photo shoot? Natty had a photo shoot where she had to talk about farting Natty for a little
Oh
bit.
my god, I haven't seen that.
It's good.
Those photo shoots are always fantastic. Whatever they put on after a pay-per-view at this point, like I'm always tired and ready for a pay-per-view to be done. Whatever they put on after it, I'm immediately in, and I watch the whole damn thing. I watched the entire Mark Henry documentary, and it was great.
Tremendous.
There wasn't a whole lot. There wasn't really a whole lot to it.
No.
Hey, he's a good guy doing good stuff. He had this one moment where he got a little full of himself, but then he got back on track.
Yep.
That's the entire story. Guess what?
Pretty much.
They made a fantastic show out of it. And what was the last photo shoot?
Dolph.
It wasn't Dolph. Who the hell was it?
Let's see the one before.
I know I saw AJ's not too long ago.
There,
I was
AJ,
like, hey, there's one more-
Dolph, and Natty were the last three.
Okay, then it must have been AJ's that it was after the last pay-per-view. Where it was like, hey, there's more my butt's bleeding.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't show him a butthole.
It wasn't a it wasn't a wardrobe malfunction. That's what wardrobe's supposed to do when it gets cut by a sharp thing. It's like, all right. God damn, he's delightful. I don't know what it is about him that seems like it shouldn't work, but everything does.
I know, right?
What is it about him that's just weirdly magical? When he starts talking, it's just like, this is bad.
not
I
want
love it. I don't want it. This is terrible.
Yeah.
Like he showed up on TV and it was Jenny that pointed out. I was like, is he flat ironing his hair? How is he making this? None of this should happen or work. And then it's like, hey, AJ Styles is great.
He is.
He is.
I don't know if it's just because he's able to back it up in the ring.
No, I'm buying him to him completely and solely as a character. Because guess what? In ring, I don't care so much about.
How dare you?
That being said, I'm totally into AJ Styles. It's great. Justin, do
Yeah.
you want to explain your hair?
What do you mean?
I told you don't let me drink anymore. Look what you did. It's your responsibility. Look what you did. Justin, should we get out of his office? Jesus.
Give me what I want.
What do you want?
Give me what I want. Don't drink after.
Like, if we didn't have all of the gear right here in front of me, I have a towel right there. I would literally just go blah, blah, blah. Like, I feel like we... Okay, that's beside the point.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll feel all sad because I don't... Never mind. Justin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what? Oh, God.
Edge did not get cleared to return. And I don't know if you ever listened to the ENC show, but it's never going to happen.
Yeah,
He is perfectly content where he's at.
Hey, man, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people seem like they don't ever hit that point. And he's probably got that itch still.
Yeah. I mean, especially like now he's doing the pod and he's actually, I don't know. It might be helping him stay out of it because he's getting to talk to guys and kind of give advice. And
He's getting to be a personality without having to go brutalize himself.
you know who was on the show this week?
Who was on the show this week?
If I tell you that it was the Undisputed Awesomeness month, does that do anything for you?
No, this doesn't.
It was Kyle O'Reilly this week.
Oh, for Christ. Yes.
And it was
Okay. I did hear a clip from this.
Bobby Fish last week.
Uh-huh.
And then the week before was Roddy Strong.
Oh,
They had Adam Cole on last
baby.
year.
Kyle O'Reilly did a bit on there where he was saying, you know what's cool about a form, and he did this totally straight
Gotta
face.
listen to the Bobby Fish one.
He did it so perfectly straight faced and never acknowledged it. And you hear Christian and Edge just kind of cracking up at it, but he just kept plowing right through. It's like, yeah, a 4-man team is really gives us a lot of leeway. We can have different matchups, different teamings. It's O'Reilly and Fish, Fish and Roddy, Cole and Bebe, and he just goes on.
Yep.
But he throws Cole and Bebe in there, and then it just goes on right to the next pairing,
Yep.
and it's just like, this awful human being is the best person ever. Great, good stuff. You said Bobby Fish one's well worth a listen?
Oh, I love me some Bobby Fish now.
Almost my favorite thing because I used to really dig into Colt Cabana's podcast back in the day. Nothing I loved more than guys that were kind of on the come up, just hearing where they are and where they're going. So yeah, that sounds like right in my wheelhouse of exactly who I want to listen to.
Well, he comes in and like immediately starts running down Jay, which immediately gets Adam on his side. So like those two like are jiving over there.
Oh,
First time that Paul Smackage cut a promo on somebody who was on the show while they were on the show.
whoa!
He cut a promo on Bobby Fish.
Brother.
Brother.
Damn it, that's terrible. I love it. I mean,
Flip Sunset was on the show this week too.
What the hell is happening? These two idiots. Not these two idiots. Those two idiots.
They're doing exactly what I want to do with WrestlePals.
The fact that they...
I wish there was a way to pal WrestlePals with ENC. Because can you imagine the idiocy? The idiocy that could come from the four of us.
Farm team.
It would be ridiculous. All right, so before we move on, Jody asks us, what's your dream match?
Like Velveteen Dream? Pretty much anyone. Building towards a dream and Matt Riddle?
Punk will not come back at WrestleMania. Margot Handley asks.
That's okay. Yeah.
He has a better chance at AEW at this point. They haven't announced Cody's opponent yet.
That would be a hell of a get, man. See, that's what I was talking about. They could be playing out these builds for a long time.
Yeah, and it's aggravating.
I know. For now, because people want to be excited. They want to delve into it. They want to get news. Like, they were blasting out the whole, hey, Cody, what's up with these trademarks that you guys are getting?
Yeah.
And Cody's explanation was, hey, maybe turn your Google alerts off there, huh? And I'm trying to get some of Dad's cattle back in line there.
I mean, WWE isn't using it. Clearly, they let the trademarks expire. So,
what were some of the ones he pulled up? There we go.
Bunkhouse Stampede. I don't know. I know Bash at the Beach was one of them.
There we go. Bash at the Beach, which that was. I loved, like, if they're gonna do outdoor venues on a beach, I dig it. When they would wrestle in a pool, that was the best.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was great. Battle Bowl and Bunkhouse Stampede.
Okay,
that's cool.
Sure.
I mean, even if they don't really use them for anything, I mean, those were dusty things, yo.
So Jody says WWE only, and I assume you mean current. So current roster WWE Dream Match.
Make me believe, dude. I'm here to be entertained. I don't know. Like, it's a weird. The dream matches, the ones that always stand out to me, the ones that end up being my favorite, are the ones that I never saw coming. Like, I guess it's okay. I mean, this is kind of spoilers for tonight's NXT, which is already taking place at this time. You okay? Feel okay with me throwing something out there?
Yeah.
So the NXT title was vacated by Ciampa. We wish him well.
The man we dare not mention.
No. I'm terrified saying his name. So that means the match at the upcoming TakeOver is going to be Johnny Gargano versus the winner of a 5-way that happened on NXT tonight, which the winner was Adam Cole.
Baby.
Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano in a 2 out of 3 falls
WWE.
In a two out of 3 falls main event match for the vacated NXT title. Didn't know I wanted that. NXT does a fantastic job of, hey, I didn't even know these two exist in the same world, but I don't see them all that often, so when I see them, it's special. So the fact that a program develops out of it is always unexpected when it happens. Like, Dream has been teasing Matt Riddle. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't, like, I see those two, and it's like, I don't know how those two even work together.
Yeah.
But that being said,
It will.
Dream and Ciampa. I was like,
Yeah.
that isn't gonna work. Ciampa's gonna either destroy him, or it's gonna feel weirdly manufactured to like get Dream kind of over it. But it was like, no, Dream took an ass whipping and gave back as best he could, and got real close and made you believe.
Yeah.
And NXT has been fantastic for all of those types of matches. Literally anybody in that card. I'm looking forward to goddamn. I guess Blue Pants isn't there. I was going to say Boot Hagen versus Blue Pants, but Sorry, I got distracted thinking of Blue Pants' old theme because I was listening through.
Ba-ba-ba.
I was listening through wrestling themes
Mm-hmm.
because that's your fault, and they have a version that the CFOs did of Blue Pants' theme, but it wasn't Enzo and Cass singing it.
Yeah.
It was just like two dudes trying to manufacture, but also at the same time, we can't sound like the Price is Right theme, so it's weirdly off, and it was great, but awful.
Ellie wants to see Eddie versus Seth. I'll tell you one that came to mind immediately, and it makes me groan to say it now.
What's that?
Cena versus Punk at WrestleMania for the title. I always wanted that, and that is one match that I wish we could have gotten before he stepped away.
I'm always going to feel sad about Punk.
Yeah.
I've reached a point where I feel sad about it. I mean, good he's gone out on his own terms. Good he's got his health. Good he's gone on and done things that he wanted to do, and he was able to leverage into whatever he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And he was able to do things that he had passions for. Good, but man, I feel like we lost so much.
Can you imagine him there now, like with everybody that's there?
How old is he now?
I think he's 38.
God damn, that's still fairly young.
Yeah, he's probably still has a good couple years.
Good couple.
Could
years.
have, yeah. And I mean, technically, he's in arguably better shape now because he had to get in fighting shape. So, I mean, it is what it is, you know.
But I've also gotten to a point where I feel like I can. If I got him now, I don't know that I'd be as excited for him.
Also true.
I feel like that sweet spot has kind of passed, and I don't know. It wouldn't feel good to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. That being said, I want to see old ass Boogie Woogie Man Jimmy Valiant versus old ass Kevin Sullivan. But that's just me.
Yeah, it is just you.
I want to see. I still want to see Max Moon versus Skinner.
That is
I
your
gave
dream
you my
match.
all times. Punk Finn, Jesus. Whoa. I'd love to see Punk work in some of this like smaller dudes. This.
Yep.
Do you hear that music too?
Absolutely.
All the time, wherever you go.
The Rock versus Shawn Michaels. That's a good one, Jody.
Oofa. Justin, I hear the music, and I want you to know this. I shouldn't know whose music this is because we don't
Why
hear it.
wouldn't you? Well,
Because
yeah,
we hear Riot Squad music, but I know this is somebody's music.
we can't all be as adorable as Liv. Right?
True
That's why,
statement, I
that's
guess.
why it's not working.
What are you doing?
Just trying to be as cute as Liv.
Shake him out a little bit so that people can see.
Oh, yeah.
Justin has ghoul tails. Let's call him ghoul tails. No?
How dare you,
I'm
sir?
sorry. You know
What
what?
is ghoulish about that?
I said it and I felt bad immediately, but also justified.
That's just madness, sir.
Justin, why do you have pigtails and why is Liv Morgan's music playing?
There's a Liv update.
Well, first of all,
The long national nightmare is over.
he's never talking. She stopped following him. Yes,
It's over.
Finally, he's gonna go go home and he's gonna be able to
Would
concentrate
you
on.
mind telling me what Twitter page that is?
That is one Liv Morgan.
And what does it say next to it?
You only live once.
And then it says, right there, underneath the check mark that confirms it's her.
Follows you.
Yeah.
She's got to get better PR people, man.
Also, she saw my DM. There's a check, and it's blue now.
Hold on.
So she saw it.
Hold still.
I told you. I read you word for word what it said last week.
Oh, Justin.
Nathan,
So you said the long national
the
nightmare's
long
over.
national nightmare.
You were suffering there for a while.
It's
I don't like seeing you suffer, but I also
finally-
enjoy a lot seeing you suffer. So I'm a little conflicted on this because part of me was like, ha ha, and then another part of me was like,
God.
ah.
Look at her. Guys. Oh, my God.
Justin
She's gorgeous.
is rather enamored with one
She's
Liv
so
Morgan. That being said,
One might even say that I love Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan does follow the character. Liv Morgan follows one Justin, hashtag WrestlePal Justin, and Justin has been in a bit of a dry spell. He says, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" Checks in on her, if you will. Tags her, not overly like some of the dudes do,
Right.
but
Just occasionally.
just occasionally when there's cause for concern. And Justin hasn't been getting them replies like he had been there for a while.
It's
He used to
okay.
be like every damn day.
Well,
So Justin thought he had fallen out of favor. I'm bringing the people up to speed.
Yeah.
Justin thought he'd fallen out of favor with one Liv Morgan. Justin,
yeah.
what happened?
So she was talking about not being able to go to sleep. She was sick this last weekend, Nathan.
Love sick,
You know, well, yeah, me too.
live sick.
Very much so. And I hate seeing her suffer. She was trying to go to sleep,
But she
was-
bumps so good.
She was laying down, and she said that the second she laid down, that like the sinuses got worse.
Uh-huh.
Like the
Face pressure.
yeah. She's like, that's just evil that happens.
Yep.
To which I responded. But then if you find the sweet spot, for me, it's on my side, and it magically clears out long enough to get to sleep.
Yeah,
Thinking,
that's
of all the things,
that's a fairly innocuous statement.
yeah,
You're giving her hope.
yeah. Retweets the comment almost immediately. I've been trying with puppy dog eyes. She gave me the puppy dog eyes, Nathan. She loves me.
You. I don't. Are you
know
sure
who
those
she
are the puppy
loves?
dog eyes? You sure those aren't just like weirdly watering eyes because she's having some sinus difficulty
No.
and it's hurting?
No, it's like,
Let me
I've
see.
been trying. Those are puppy dog eyes, Jack.
Yeah, but they're sad. That's just her not feeling good.
No, those are puppy dog eyes.
That has
I've
nothing
been
to do with you.
trying. She loves. You know who she loves?
I don't. I think you're reading a bit into this.
You know who she loves?
For Christ's sake.
But that's not all, Nathan.
Yeah, someone tell Liv to stop tweeting him.
Nah.
She's only encouraging this.
So the next day,
This.
knowing that she wasn't feeling well, the day
Right.
before,
Okay.
I asked her, "How are you feeling today? Still sick?"
Uh huh.
And she retweets with comment, "Yes, but I'm in great spirits."
Hold on. I'm gonna have to audibly groan.
And yet
now.
another emoji.
Yeah, because they're emojis. What's?
Yo,
Bro. Happy?
very much so.
Better?
Yeah,
Hey, are you in good spirits?
I'm very much in good spirits.
Because you have been trying.
I know.
Okay.
Now you're giving me the puppy dog eyes? Don't do that.
Is that what this
That's
is?
weird.
What do you think this means? This is more sorrow, not so much pity. Because I think you're where you want to be, but at the same time, it's like, come on.
Come on, what?
I don't know, man. She's retweeting you and commenting back to you.
Yeah.
It's adorable. Y'all are going to be like weird friends.
Mhm.
And you're going to be so happy with that. It's ridiculous.
See you later, Jody. And then Abdil. Man, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to butcher your name. But he's been putting a bunch of math problems in here. And then Raw War. So,
Makes sense.
yeah.
I was about to say that, Raw War.
Raw War.
If you look at it, oh my God, backwards, it's oh
Same.
yeah. If you put them together, it's a palindrome kind of, except not.
Hooray for happy accidents. No mishap that I care. Pump the brakes, there's more to come. Wherever this goes, I'll see you there. The problem child, the tongue is blue. Kicks off fire.
Are you trying to make this as painful as possible? Are you? Stop it! Are you trying to make this as painful as possible?
What does that even mean?
What?
You don't like my songs?
Bro.
Bro.
Okay, that song's caught on with me.
Dummy. Dummy. Yeah.
I'm okay with this. I've never been happier to be called a dummy. That's.
Come on, fucking guy.
I like that. I'm okay with it. Nope. No. Do not like. Do not want. Want. Go away. Go away. Do not like.
Weird. Do we have anything to close the show out with?
A little bit of one more things.
Guys, I don't know if I told you guys this. I love Liv Morgan. You guys should probably know that.
That's your one more thing.
Oh.
Oh God! They're telling us we gotta go.
She should probably slide up in my DMs though. I'm not saying that it's got to be anything crazy. Just, by the way, does the whole how many RTs to get your number thing, is that like a thing for real?
What?
How many you have never seen those things?
That would involve going online and participating. I told you, I'm only on social media.
How many RTs
Antisocial.
to get your number? And then somebody responds with some outrageous number, and then they take a screenshot, help a brother out, and then people retweet it.
No, I will not help you. No.
Does that work?
I'd help you.
I'm not going to do that.
Don't do that.
I would never do that.
It would be bad.
Never. Nope.
Bad news, man.
Bad News Brown?
I'm in. Search Bad News Brown matches.
No more worrying. I mean, I am worried again, but not nearly as much.
Okay, I thought this was cute. Not Liv Morgan.
I think Liv Morgan's cute.
I know you do.
I
Well,
can't be
they
as
know
cute
you do.
as her, obviously. She's adorable, Nathan. Nathan, have I shown you this photo?
Yeah, no, you haven't actually. Oh, that's very nice.
Hashtag commitment.
She's a lady.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, well. Huh?
Yeah, did you have something?
Yeah. AJ Styles was adorable with his saying that he re-signed with them. Welcome to new member. Welcome to new member family. Is a dog. It's a picture. Also, I re-signed. Ain't he cute though?
Fun.
Adorable. Sin
He's
Cara.
going to AEW.
Sin Cara comes out and says, "Hey, here's the latest addition to our family. Also, I haven't re-signed yet, but isn't he cute?" And it's like a picture of a chihuahua. It's like, that's adorable.
Yeah.
And then he's probably like re-signed like soon thereafter. Because why wouldn't you?
Doomass fixing the eyes on you. Doomass.
Okay.
Sounds like a killer band.
It's not bad.
Opening up for Dildo, it's Doomass.
Okay. We'll work on that later.
Dildo.
I'll go to bed.
Yeah?
Yeah. You got one more thing, Justin?
No.
Good.
Let's do this. Nathan's getting sleepies.
Yeah, man. The dog was super cute. Both of them.
I love Liv Morgan. Someone should tell her.
You know, you need to get that out of your system a little earlier in the show. I feel like you held on too long. You
Well,
hurt yourself.
I just feel like...
You got to let that love out.
I mean...
Like a bad dog who wants to go crap in the yard. Let it out every once in a while.
Weeks like this,
Huh?
you kind of go with the flow of the show
Uh-huh.
instead of kind of forcing a format. It went better this way instead of me trying to force some sort of format.
Aw. That being said, it's not a format. It's a way of life. It's a way of live.
I love Liv Morgan.
God damn it. Hey, everybody. This is hashtag WrestlePals. If you dig us, dig what we
Slide
do.
up in her DMs, yes or no?
No. I'll answer that. Why or why? I don't know. Why?
I think Jenny's going to slide up in yours.
Yes. Hey, if you dig us, dig what we do, want to support, patreon.com/ohhijustin. That's OHHI Justin. That is the home, the residence of hashtag WrestlePalace, a wrestling show on the internet. Also home of Deprogrammed, the finest music show on the internet, and your music show, the second finest show on the internet. Someday your music show is going to overtake for like briefly, like a moment, and it's going to really get Deprogrammed to kick its ass in a high gear. It's going to be
What are you
great.
trying to do to me?
Make you fight yourself.
Oh, jeez.
So far, I'm picking Justin.
Yes, we are idiots. That is 100%.
I thought I was a Doomass. Crazy.
Opening for Dildo.
Also available on the Patreon, you get the These Ghouls covers and or originals.
Did you hear the new one? Somebody sent me lyrics and I wrote a song for her.
Good Christ. No, I haven't.
It's called Still With Me. didn't write the lyrics. I just wrote the song. What do you want from me?
It's okay, Justin. Hugs?
No, that's not true. You do not want hugs from me.
No! Damn it. No, of course
Tricked
I
me.
don't. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, like, I gotta hug him later for real. Great. Is
I love Liv Morgan.
Facebook.com/WrestlePalsVA. That's the main repository for our dumbness. Go there, watch the show live, participate. We dig the participation. If you want to see the entire back catalog of videos, YouTube, search for #WrestlePals, spell it all the way out. If you don't want to look at our ugly mugs, perfectly understandable.
Yeah.
The podcast version is available literally
Can't all be
everywhere.
as adorable as Liv.
Literally everywhere you can get podcasts. Or if you want to reach out to the show on Twitter, @WrestlePalsVA, or if you want to reach out to us individually, Justin's very easy to get a hold of, @TheHulkster on Twitter.
Especially if you're Liv.
Yeah, and if you can't throw a buck towards the Patreon, throw some participation his way. He bounces off of it. He likes playing. He's a crazy one. Hey, this crazy kid over here. Yeah. @TheHulkster on Twitter. If you want to get in touch with me,
It's crazy. Why?
if you want to get in touch with me, you're gonna need a process server, and he's gonna have to find me, and I ain't gonna make it easy.
Or be here on Wednesday.
@the Nate Project on Twitter. I'll see the notifications. It'll freak me out, and it'll affect my day, in good ways or bad. Usually both, because I'm like that. Sure. I already sold the Patreon. I don't have to sell anything else, do I?
Nope.
So we get to go?
I guess.
Should we get out of his office? He's been sitting back there patiently all show, just waiting to yell at us. What do you do with children? Oh man, goddamn #WrestlePals.
I lost my keys and my little dog is bone. So I pick him up and I'm gonna carry home. But he a mean dog, bit me in the spare rib. And I'm take him home, put him in the baby crib. Yeah, I don't know the words AJ Styles. You know who you are? You're phenomenal. Phenomenal.